Annyeong everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angeline Horace and today we're going to talk about the use of 12 different networking cable connections in Cisco Packet Tracer. For the content, we're going to tackle about the automatically choose connection type cable, console cable, copper straight through cable, copper crossover cable, fiber cable, phone cable, coaxial cable, serial DCE cable, serial DTE cable, octal cable, IoT custom cable, and USB cable. First, the automatically choose connection type cable. This is the most common used cable connection because it is beginner friendly as it automatically chooses what connection type does your devices need. For example, let's connect PC and the switch by the use of this cable connection. As you can see, it changes to copper straight through as this is used to connect computers and switches. Second, the console cable. This is used to connect a computer or a laptop to the console port of a networking device. It enables direct access to the device command line interface or CLI for configuration and management. It is used for initial device setup, configuration, and troubleshooting. For example, the laptop and the 4331 router from 3S232 to console. Third, the copper straight through cable. This is used to connect devices within a LAN such as computers, switches, and routers. The wiring configuration is the same on both ends, typically used for regular Ethernet connections, for example, a PC and a switch PT, from Fast Ethernet 0 to Fast Ethernet 01. Fourth, the copper crossover cable. This is used to connect similar devices directly without an intermediate device like a hub or a router. Wiring configuration is crossed to enable direct communication. It is used when connecting two computers, switches, or routers without an intermediate device. For example, switch to switch, from Fast Ethernet 01 to Fast Ethernet 01. Fifth, the fiber cable. This is used for high-speed networking connections over long distances. It transmits data using light signals and it provides high bandwidth and is suitable for applications requiring high data transfer rates. For example, a PC and a router PT. Let's change the hardware first by clicking the PC. Let's turn off the device first, then change the port into PT host NM1FG. Then turn on the device again. Then let's go to the router. Under physical, you can see the router, so let's turn it off, then empty the 5th and 6th slots. Then replace it by the PT router, NM1FG. Then let's turn it on. Make sure you click the on button under the config Giga Ethernet 40 for the successful connection. Then, connect it from the PC to router, or from Gigabit Ethernet 0 to Gigabit Ethernet 40. 6. The phone cable, also known as the RJ11 cable. It is used to connect telephones and analog devices to a phone network. Typically used for voice communication over traditional telephone networks, for example, from phone to VoIP or voice over Internet Protocol, from port 0 to phone. 7. The coaxial cable. This is used for various applications including cable TV connections and broadband internet connections. In fact, it provides reliable transmission for high-frequency signals. For example, the TV to coaxial splitter under the hub, from port 0 to coaxial 0. 8. The serial DCE or data communications equipment cable. This is used for serial connections between devices because it connects the DCE device to the DTE device. It is used for data communications between devices using serial interfaces. For example, 1841 router to 1841 router. First, we need to change its hardware. So double-click the router, then under physical, let's turn it off. Then let's put the HWIC2T port into it, then turn it on again. And do this to the other router. From there, let's connect it from serial 010 to serial 010. Ninth, the serial DTE or data terminal equipment cable. This is used for serial connections between devices like routers, switches, and serial interfaces. It connects the DTE device to the DCE device. It is used for data communication between devices using serial interfaces. For example, let's use the two 291 routers and connect it. First, let's double-click the first one, then under the physical, turn off the device. Let's put the HWIC2T into the second slot, then turn it on. Then do the entire process to the other one. Then connect the two from serial 0 to 0 to serial 0 to 0. 10th, the octal cable. It allows multiple console connections to be established simultaneously using a single octal cable. The octal cable is a special cable that consolidates multiple console connections into a single physical connection. It typically appears as a gray circle with 8 smaller circles around it, indicating the 8 potential console connections that can be established using the octal cable. For example, let's get 8 different routers and one administrator. Let's click the administrator, then turn it off. Then let's place the HWIC8A to the first slot, then turn it on. Then use the octal cable to connect the routers to the administrator. 11th, the IoT custom cable. This is used to connect Internet of Things devices. For example, let's connect the solar panel to power meter, then power meter to battery, then battery to the LED. From D0 to D0, from D1 to D0, then D1 to D0. Lastly, the USB cable. This is used to establish a connection between a computer or a laptop and a networking device's USB console port. It enables console access and management, and it is used for device configuration, management, and troubleshooting. For example, let's connect the laptop to the router from USB 0 to USB console. Well, for the summary, so that's it, the 12 different cable connections in Cisco Packet Tracer. Bye!